Alright, we had some more technical difficulties there, but we are back once again. Like I was saying, this is the first time me owning these kind of cards. I do not know how to play, so if you want to know how to play, I encourage you to do your own research, just like how I am. But if you're just simply interested in seeing the cards, then, you know, that's perfectly fine. There's people who are interested in playing the game, and then there's people who are interested in playing. Hold on a second. It's going to take me a while to get this thing out. Sorry. Okay, so I apologize for all the inconveniences. So it seems like it was a storage problem. I kind of solved it already, so no biggie. It shouldn't, I guess, stop recording that often. So again, returning back. Again, sell Return of the Ultimate Life Form. So the description of the card is: place one Android card from your hand under this card. When this card attacks, draw two cards. I'm not going to read like every single bit of text. We're just simply going to be looking at them, and we're going to open up the boosters, or I guess the booster that I got once we're done. So we got, again, sell the Ultimate Life Form. We got Dr. Jiro's Evil Activision. We got two copies of him, actually. We got Android 17. Absorption Imminent. Yeah, that's basically a reference to when Android 17 gets absorbed by Cell. We got Android 17 and 18. Absorption Imminent. So I assume that this just... I don't know, like... Does this work around this Cell, like Cell's Ultimate Life Form, or Return of the Ultimate Life Form? I mean, I assume it does. So far, all the cards that I'm seeing are holographic, which is cool. Android 18 Absorption Imminent. Are all these cards holo? Like, are all these cards holographic? Hold on a second. Cell Starting Simulation. All right, we got two copies of that. Cell Absorption Onslaught. Regeneration. Alright, cool. Cell Unending Torment. Cell Dawn of Despair. Does this one have a back? No, it does not. Perfect Force Cell. Okay. Shocking Death Ball. Basically, Super 17. This is basically like a full Android deck. Again, Android 18, Bionic Blitz. We got 4 copies of that, actually. Frieza, Charismatic Villain. Interesting. Super Saiyan... Okay, yeah, Super Saiyan 3 Vegito. Perilous Warrior. Does this have a back? No. I'm surprised it doesn't have a back. There's 4 copies of this motherfucker. So, Genetic Consumption, 4 copies. Android 17, Impending Crisis. Okay, 4 copies of that as well. Cell Perfection Mispent, 4 copies. Cell Perfection Reclaimed, 4. And then lastly, we got Homicidal Clones. Yeah, from that one movie. I think it was Lord Slug film, if I'm not mistaken. But yeah, that's pretty much the whole deck. Again, I'm not going to be breaking down like the deck bit by bit, because I honestly I don't know how to play. So maybe you guys, you know, if anybody wants to do their own research, go ahead. But again, I do not know how to play this. And even if I did, these cards have so much text. Holy God. This is almost a Yu-Gi-Oh card. Hopefully the next ones that we get, or I guess the next cards, or the next deck, won't be as difficult to talk about. I am going to pull up the translations right now when I open it. But yeah, that's pretty much the Cell deck. So I guess the theme that you could get out of this is that it's all Android based, which would make sense given that or that this Cell works around Androids a lot. So yeah, Now let's open up the booster pack, and my god, this is a chunky boy. What the hell? Okay, let's just open it. Realms of the Gods. Unitian Warrior Series. Cool. Alright, let's hope that we get something good out of this. Even though I'm not gonna be able to tell the difference, or I'm not gonna be able to tell what's good and what's not. You know, some people are probably gonna, for those that are experienced, are gonna tell me in the comments what I got. Or if I pulled anything remotely good. Wow, these packs are solid. That's another thing. These cards are also pretty thick, so I doubt that they're going to be damaging that easily. So we got Samasu, self-supported, Super Saiyan Kaba, Wrathful Evolution. We got Whis, Invitation to Battle, and it also has a back. Cool. Son Gohan, Harness Power, Vegeta, Father-Son Teamwork, Super Saiyan Vegeta, the Persier. I'm assuming this is from the Broly movie because it kind of looks like that. Or it kind of has like that armor. Karun, Angel of Universe 8. Beerus, Aesthetics of Annihilation. What are these names? Support of the Dark Empire. Still got a card in the back. Rumshi, Universe 10 supporter, and the last card is just Son Gohan, Challenging of Demon God. So this is the, I guess, the higher rarity card that we got. I guess I'll just do like one to the back if I eventually open up one of these boosters again. Now, let's get into, I guess, the real meat of the video. Yes, that's right. Yu-Gi-Oh! Rush Duels. Hopefully this is a pretty easy to open box. God damn, it has tape. And it has the tape that I hate. The one that is like so slim that it's almost impossible to rip off. God dang it. Okay, here we go. Yes. Alright, we got the deck in question. Which again, I will be showing translation stuff. I don't like when they do this. Like this, what the fuck? It's just bending the card forwards. And then we also have a playmat too. Again, you're not going to be able to understand what it says. I mean, for some people maybe. At least I don't. I don't understand what it says here, but yeah, this is basically the playmat. What direction am I supposed to be placing this? Okay. There we go. That's it, right? That's it. Okay. So to kind of give you an idea of how to play the game, because I do know how to play this, it works very similar to Yu-Gi-Oh! The only difference being that you have 3 slots for the, I guess the deck, or not the deck, for the cards in play. You have 3 slots for monsters, and then you have 3 slots for spells and traps. And every single time that it's your turn, if you have less than 5 cards, you can just draw, or you'll draw as many cards as you can until you have 5 in your hand. And once you have more than 5, you'll just draw the normal 1 cards. And the way that the summoning works, right, is that from between level 1 and level 4 monsters, you can normal summon them. From level 6 or like level 5 to 6, you have to do a tribute summon, or just you need to tribute 1 monster. And then for level 7 and 8 cards, like this one, you need to do a double tribute. So one thing that the game does to kind of change things up a bit is that, and you know, it all plays into, I guess, the name of Rush Duels. So you draw cards, right? You draw cards until you have 5 in your hand, and you can summon as many monsters as you want, right? Like you can summon as many monsters as you want during the same turn, and you can tribute as many times as you want to, until you've run out of cards, I guess. So you know, that's why that's where the whole like rush part comes into play. It's like a fast-paced version of Yu-Gi-Oh, and it's much more simplified too. So this is Seven's Road Magician, like I said before. So the requirements to use this effect is send the top card of your deck to the graveyard, and then the effect of the actual card is this card gains attack equal to the number of different attributes in your graveyard times 300 until the end of this turn. So basically, for every single attribute that is in your graveyard, you'll gain 300 attack, which is really nice. It's a very simple card, but hey, at the very least, it has an effect, because Dark Magician and Dark Magician doesn't even have an effect. So I mean, I guess it works. I guess it works. Let's see. The next card on the deck that we have is it the one that I think it is? Again, I'm like using my tablet right now to kind of translate stuff. Okay, yeah. This is Windcaster Torns. Windcaster Torns, the way that it works is that you can send one card from your hand to the graveyard, and then its effect, change the battle position of one monster for your opponent, or one monster your opponent controls. Attack position monsters become face-up defense position, and defense position become face-up attack position. So basically it just switches the position that your opponent's monster is at the current moment. So let's say if it's in attack form, you know, it just changes to defense, and then if it's in defense, it changes to attack. Very simple. And of course, we got 3 copies of that card in the deck. If I'm not mistaken, this is supposed to be like a 1-for-1 of Yuga's deck. Oh, what? So we have Answer of the Demonic Swordsman, which is this one. Let's see here. The description of the card, because it doesn't have some kind of effect. It's just a normal monster. I guess what it says is that a demonic sword puppeteering a flame familiar to wield itself. It said that the one who can defeat the flame familiar in battle will be recognized by the demonic sword as its true wielder. Of course, we got 3 copies of the card. Let's see what else. I'm assuming this is Hydro Magician, because I'm basically looking at this from the official website, or I guess the fandom website, where it has all the translations. Please don't screw with me right now. Yes, it's Hydro Magician. So again, this is another normal monster. The difference between normal and effect monsters is obviously the color. You can tell because this one's a little lighter yellow, and then the other ones are more darker orange. So the effect, or I guess the description of the card: a young wizard who can traverse both water and through. His brilliant dancing form has a blue splendor that dazzles his foes. Okay, and it has a pretty decent amount of attack points. Again, 3 copies for this one. Here we have it right here. Dark Sorcerer, and it has 0 defense. Oh my god, this is bad. Dark Sorcerer. A sorcerer dabbles in the forbidden arts. He still doesn't know the price of the power he desired. Well, there you have it. The next card is Mystic Dealer, which is this guy right here. Mystic Dealer has an effect. It says you can send one monster spellcaster from your hand to the graveyard, and its effect, or I guess that it was the requirement. And then the effect is you just draw 1 card. That's it. You just draw 1 card. The next card is Magical Beast Wolfam. So it says the former familiar of a certain renowned spellcaster. At some point, his magical powers even surpass that of its masters, and can toy with its opponents effortlessly by controlling flames. The next card is Spell Archer. Spell Archer. Its description is a master of the green bow who was adored by the wind. Their arrows, created by magic, continue to fly forever. The next one is Luminous Shaman. The requirement: you can send this face-up card you control to the graveyard. And the effect of the card: choose one face-up monster, level 4 or lower spellcaster you control. It can attack directly this turn. Wow, okay, that's bullshit. That's absolute bullshit. You know why? Because if you use this alongside Seven's Road Magician, and you have all the cards that you need on the graveyard, you can just simply use that card's effect. Basically deal more than 4,000 damage, or 4,000 attack points worth of damage easily. Alright, next we have Stray Familiar. A familiar that is said to have great power. They've always been a lonely kitten, but they've been recently separated from their friends, causing them to become particularly lonely as of late. The next one is supposed to be a spell card. Wind's Spirit Blessing. Requirement: send one card from your hand to the graveyard. And its effect: one face-up monster, spellcaster you control gains 1,000 attack until the end of this turn. Again, this is mostly like a spellcaster deck. It's specifically based around spellcasters. So yeah, makes sense. We got 3 copies of that card. Next, we have Magical Stream. The requirement for the effect is if you control a face-up monster, aka a spellcaster. And the effect: destroy one spell/trap card your opponent controls. Very simple effect. It's kind of like Mystical Space Typhoon, only that it's specifically for spellcasters. The next one is Dark Liberation. This I don't know what of this card's artwork screams Dark Liberation, but sure, why not? So the requirement: when an opponent's monster declares an attack, shuffle 4 monster spellcasters from your graveyard into the deck. And the effect: destroy all attack precision monsters your opponent controls. Basically, Raigeki, or not Raigeki, Mirror Force. It's Mirror Force for spellcasters. And then we got the last 3 cards, which are trap cards, is Curtain of Spark. Let's see, what does Curtain of Spark do? Requirement: when an opponent's monster declares an attack while you have a monster spellcaster in your graveyard, the attacking monster loses 500 attack points until the end of this turn. And then, of course, as a little bonus for the deck, I did order, prior to this, a deck and also a card. Seven's Road Magician, but it's the alt version. As you can see, flames coming out of it are blue, or not. They're not yellow. And you can see a card comparison. This one looks more clear because of the blue flames. Like, you can see it with more clarity. I don't know if it shows like that on the camera because it has sleeves on, or it has like a sleeve on, but this one looks more clear, and then this one just kind of looks a little dim, but that's probably because, I guess, like the little hollow case that it's got going on. But yeah, I'll be using these 2 in the deck. That's pretty much it for the video. As a little bonus, I will showcase one of the cards that I have here. Let's see, which one actually? Or which one do I want to do? Okay, so 2 actually. It's 2 cards. So we got the Golden Rare Origin Form Palkia V-Star, which I am planning to get the normal V. It's just that it's way too expensive for what it is. Or I guess it's too expensive because it's a very commonly used card in competitive. Its first attack, which is Subspace Swell. This attack does 20 damage for each bench Pokemon. Okay, it's very, very simple attack, nothing too special. I mean, there are many Pokemon that have that similar attack, but I'm guessing it's the V-Star ability that matters. During your turn, you may attach up to 3 Water-type energy cards from your discard pile to your Water-type Pokemon in any way you like. So it's basically like an energy booster. Like it boosts the process of getting energies quicker. Interesting. And then lastly, we have a golden rare Temple of Sinnoh. There we have it. What it does is that all special energies attached to Pokemon and provide normal energy and have no other effects. So basically, it just disrupts special energies, which is really nice because a lot of decks actually use special energies. You'd probably be good running like 3 or 4 copies of it on the same deck. I mean, I guess it heavily depends on which kind of deck you're using. You know, you don't want to retroactively screw yourself over with that kind of card. So yeah, I guess that's it for today's video. I hope you enjoyed. Again, this was a little bonus video that I decided to make because I didn't upload on schedule, or I guess the schedule that I promised. So hopefully you enjoyed. I apologize for all the inconveniences that I had to go through while throughout the recording. But yeah, that's pretty much it. I think my next video is probably going to be a gameplay video of sorts, or is going to be another one like this. So thank you guys for watching. Make sure to subscribe and leave a like. It will be great because it supports the channel. Make sure to turn on notifications to be aware of my next uploads. And I'll see you guys next time. See ya.